Hey guys, it's Alicia. I am here with another What I Eat in a Day on WW Green. I'm starting my day as usual with my coffee here. I'm going to be putting a tablespoon or a serving of this Coffee Mate sugar-free in there. So that's going to be 0 points for my coffee. And I'm also just going to be having water along with that until my first meal of the day, which will be at lunchtime. So 0 points for my coffee. And speaking of coffee, I wanted to show you guys this coffee. I have shown you this brand before. This is the Invader brand. My husband found this on Facebook, I believe, and he got a couple different flavors of it. I think I showed you before the pumpkin pecan, and that's really good. But this one, Invader Whiskey Blend, is probably my favorite so far. It is described as full-bodied, rich flavor, smooth, distinct caramel flavored with whiskey and vanilla. Contains no alcohol. So very, very good coffee. I love the fact that it is veteran owned also. So I just wanted to point that out again in case you guys are interested. I in no way have any sponsorship or anything associated with this. We just like this coffee. So just wanted to show you that again and tell you that this flavor specifically is very, very good. So that's going to be it for my breakfast, I guess you would call this. Like I said, 0 points, and I will see you back at lunchtime. So I'm getting ready to not only make my lunch, but do a little meal prepping. I'm going to be making up 12 of these breakfast sandwiches. Like I said, I'm going to have one for lunch, but then the rest I'm going to just have all prepped and ready for upcoming meals. I like to make a bunch of these and then freeze them so they're just kind of grab and go. They're really good and they make nice little breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to have them for. So let me show you real quick how I do these. They're very easy. I've shown these a couple times before, but we really like them. And so I make them quite a bit. You're gonna just start off with eggs. I'm gonna do 12 eggs. I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh ground pepper to those. And then I'm gonna whisk them up real well. And in a large frying pan, I'm gonna spray a little cooking spray. And then pour my eggs in. And I'm gonna just let those cook in there. And then while those are cooking, I'm gonna get my English muffins. I use these right here, the Thomas multigrain for light. And I'm gonna put them on a cookie sheet like this. I've just got a large cookie sheet with a piece of parchment on there. I've got my oven preheating to 350 and I'm gonna just pop these in for just a few minutes to put a little bit of a crispness on them or a toast on them. You could also use your toaster, but it's a whole lot easier to do it in the oven when you have this many. And I've got a couple left, so I might actually just pop those in the toaster and put these ones in the oven. Gone ahead and flipped my egg, which was not the easiest thing to do. And I'm gonna cook that on the other side. All right, my egg is done, so now I'm gonna take it and I'm going to put it on the plate. And then I'm gonna cut this in half and then cut each half into 6 pieces. I'm gonna just set that aside until I am ready for it. And then back over in that same pan that I cooked the eggs in, I'm gonna cook my Canadian bacon or just heat it up a little bit. Get a little bit of a brown on it. So I'm gonna be using 12 pieces of that. Got these out of the oven. Now I'm gonna put a slice of this Velveeta cheese on each one. And now I'm gonna take my egg and place a piece of that on each one. Followed by a piece of the Canadian bacon. And then I'm gonna just put them all together. Now just wrap each one of these individually up in parchment paper and then freeze them, minus the 2 that I've got over there that we're gonna be eating for lunch. And then I just put them in this little container, like that. and freeze them. And these are so easy. You just grab one out, put it in the microwave for a little bit, and it is ready to go. I ended up losing a little bit of my footage, but what I was showing was an apple that I was having along with that sandwich. It's a sweet tango, and I just sliced it up. And then I'm gonna take about a half cup fat-free Greek yogurt, this stuff right here. And to that, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this sundae syrup, sugar-free caramel. And I'm gonna mix the 2 of those together real well. Like that, and now you have yourself a nice creamy caramel dip for your apples. And for just a little added flavor, I'm gonna sprinkle both my apples in my dip with a little bit of cinnamon. And then finally, I'm gonna have a Diet Coke. And here is my lunch in total. My Egg McMuffin is gonna be 6 points, apple 0, dip is a point for the Greek yogurt, and then 3 points for the caramel sauce for a total of 4 points, 0 for the Diet Coke for a total of 10 points for my lunch today. For my snack today, I'm gonna have one of these Premier Protein in caramel with a little bit of this Oregon chai sugar-free chai tea latte. One of my viewers told me about this and mixing it with this, and it's really good. So first I'm gonna take my glass and fill it up with some ice, and then I'm gonna pour this in, and then I'm gonna top it off with the chai tea. And this stuff is sugar-free, 0 calories, so 0 points. And the Premier Protein drink is 2 points, which makes this, I'm gonna give this a stir real quick, which makes this a 2-point drink. And it's really satisfying for 2 points. Throw a straw in and it is good to go. So 2 points for my snack today. This is what I made for dinner tonight. This is a cheesy broccoli and quinoa casserole. I love this stuff. If you don't like quinoa, you probably won't like this, but I love quinoa, especially when you add cheese to it. So this is one of my kind of go-to quinoa recipes. I have done a video on this before, but in that video, that was pre-Weight Watchers. So I've made a couple changes to the recipe in that video to make it Weight Watcher friendly. But I'll link that video up above and down below if you want to go check that out. I have made the changes in the description box of this video to make it Weight Watcher friendly. So yeah, check that out if you want to see how I make this. It's really, really good. And here is a serving of that. And that is a 1/6 of that casserole that I just showed you. And it is 9 points for a serving on green. So dinner tonight for me is 9 points. And the nice thing about this casserole is it's kind of everything in one. You don't really have to have anything on the side with it because it's got broccoli for veggies, it's got chicken in it, and then the quinoa and cheese and all that. It's just kind of a everything in one casserole. So I don't typically have anything on the side with this. If I would, it would probably be something like a salad or something like that. But again, usually I just eat it all by itself for dinner. For dessert tonight, I'm gonna be having a couple things because I have a few points left. So here is a pumpkin spice Rice Krispie treat. I did a video showing how I make these a little bit ago. I will link that up above and down below if you want to check these out. They're really good. And then I'm also going to be having one of these Healthy Choice fudge bars. These are 3 points a piece. So that's going to make my dessert 8 points total. And that's going to bring my point total to 29 out of 30 for the day. But that is everything I ate today, or gonna be eating today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.